The year is 1872. The boundless waters of the Atlantic Ocean. A ship drifts among the waves. Not a single living soul is on board. This is the Mary Celeste.
And the strangest thing is, it doesn't look abandoned. It feels as if the crew just left it, vanishing into thin air the very next second. Everything on board is in its place. Personal belongings, clothes, and untouched food and water supplies meant for 6 months.
No signs of a struggle, no damage, no panic. This rules out all common disaster scenarios. But then, the ultimate question remains, one that has baffled researchers for over a century. Why did professional sailors voluntarily abandon their seaworthy ship?
The Mary Celeste was an ordinary merchant brig. She was on a routine transatlantic voyage from New York to Italy, carrying a cargo of industrial alcohol. The weather was favorable, the crossing calm. There was absolutely nothing to suggest trouble.
When another ship spotted the brig in the open ocean, she was still riding the waves confidently. Even the captain's logbook lay exactly where it belonged. And it is these records that add the deepest mystery to this story. The final routine notes log absolute order. And on the mate's slate, a final entry from November 25th remained. The ship had passed the Azores. All was calm. And after that, dead silence. No explanations, no distress signals, not a single hint of what was about to happen next.
But one detail instantly changes the entire picture. The ship's only lifeboat is missing. This means only one thing. The people did not mysteriously vanish from the deck. They boarded the lifeboat themselves. Yet the reason for this decision completely contradicts the conditions found on the ship.
The initial theories of the investigators fell apart one by one. An alcohol cargo explosion? But the hull is undamaged and the cargo hold is intact. A pirate attack? Yet the valuable cargo and gold coins were left untouched, and signs of violence are completely absent. A devastating storm? But the sails are intact and the ship's structure is preserved. Logic is powerless here.
What if the cause of the tragedy was an enemy that could neither be seen nor heard? An enemy capable of breaking the human mind in a matter of minutes.
There is a chilling theory about a phenomenon sailors call the voice of the sea. Under certain conditions, when stormy winds clash with a specific wave shape or the ship's cargo hold, infrasound is born. Low-frequency vibrations, completely inaudible to the human ear.
It is scientifically proven. Infrasound of a specific frequency acts directly on the psyche. It triggers an inexplicable, wild, animal terror in humans. Horrifying hallucinations begin. It feels as if the ship is crushing or exploding, and your own heart is about to burst out of your chest. Imagine this, a quiet ocean, no threat in sight, and suddenly the entire crew, including the captain and his young daughter, is struck by a sudden collective madness. An invisible wave of panic forces people to cover their ears in agony, scream in terror, and hallucinate wildly. Fleeing from an invisible monster inside the ship's walls, they frantically rush into the lifeboat and row away.
And when the ocean fell silent, the lifeboat with the maddened crew was already miles away, lost forever in the dark waters of the Atlantic, while the Mary Celeste, as if cleansed of a curse, continued her journey, completely empty.
Could the invisible voice of the ocean have destroyed 10 people? Or does the truth hide in an even more terrifying secret?